Hello, so today I want to tell you a little bit about my hydroponics garden. So I started with one of those special gardens that has a tower and stuff, but it was a lot of work to clean, especially in the tubing, and I didn't really want to deal with it. So instead I started this, and it's been working pretty well. I'm actually using the garden pods, so this is an easier way to go. So I've been using these garden pods to do it, and it works. You can also just start your own from seed. It is possible, but I'm going to show you what this looks like. So these are wide mouth jars. I actually wish I had started with some shorter ones for when I originally started the seeds. So I'm going to be using this to start a new one today. What you're going to have is you're going to have what it looks like. This one didn't grow. So you're going to have this little cup that sits in here, and you've got these things to just kind of hold everything in place. And your little pod goes in, ideally so that the bottom is getting the water initially. So once they grow, their roots are going to come down. So you don't need the water to be sitting here, so you end up getting mold up in your rock wool. So you don't want mold getting in this. So you keep it warm, or you keep it wet until, your seedling grows. And once it gets its roots and starts sending the roots down, you're going to be able to just keep the water below that line. So you're not getting the mold and they're still able to grow. This has worked for me. So I'm going to show you what I've done. I'm certainly not like a master gardener or anything. So let me get started and I'll show you what we got. Okay, so if I am starting, I'm going to have my water fairly high. Ignore that. I've got my basket. It just fits right on top of the wide mouth jar, which is super nice. Now I can stick rock wool in, or I can stick in the pods. So today I'm using the pods, but you could certainly just put rock wool and then put the seed inside the rock wool. Okay, so I'm gonna have some sage in this one. Now I can put it down here, or I could do it a little bit higher. A lot of times I like to do it a little higher, but we're gonna do it down here for the sake of having one hand for this video. And it shouldn't really matter too much, to be honest. Well, I'm gonna put a layer. I like having it raised up. I don't really love, there, that's better. There we go, perfect. So I'm just gonna go pop these around here. So that's all there is to it. Now, when I'm starting, I'm just gonna go and fill this. I wanna make sure the actual pod gets wet. And I wanna make sure the water's full enough that the pod gets wet, or stays wet. So the idea is I work smarter, not harder here. So I'm just filling this all the way up. It will eventually go down lower, the water line will, but in the meantime this keeps it fairly moist. So it really doesn't need to go all the way up. It just needs to hit the bottom, because the rock wool will suck it in and it'll keep the whole thing moist. So I can pop the ring back over this and it just holds it all in place. The ring is kind of unnecessary. Honestly, it makes it a little slower to get it on and off, and it makes it a little complicated once they're a little bigger, but I kind of like it. I don't know why. This does not need medicine yet, so anything that hasn't grown yet doesn't get any fertilizer. So I have this down lower. I could actually turn the heating mat on, but I'm not going to. I don't know that I need to. And I have the garden medicine, fertilizer, or whatever it is. I will maybe get a different brand at some point. I'm trying to use what I have, and then I'll see where I'm at. So all of these on this shelf have blossomed. This one has a little one. I don't think it's going anywhere, but we're gonna try it. I'm gonna put medicine in here, solution in here. These will stay here, and once they start blooming, ignore this one. Once they start blooming, I will move them up, put medicine in. Every week, I swap out the water, put more medicine in. Today, what I'm doing is just cleaning these out, trying to wash them weekly. It's very easy to just pull the tops off, put them in here for a sec, scrub the thing to get algae out, refill with clean water, put some food in there, and then put them back on the shelf. It only takes me a few minutes. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. Make sure to visit my blog on DIYDanielle.com for more information. Take care.